Alright, so we're just cutting out this bathroom granite countertop. It's really not that difficult to make our cut here on the end. Make sure you make the cut on the part on the side that's going to be up against the wall. And then here you'll see where we took and marked it with a black marker and then put painter's tape and made sure that painter's tape was sealed down really well. That will keep any chipping from happening. Here where you got to cut out your drain hole. Our faucets are on the wall. They're wall faucets, so this is the Bosch blade. It's a DB7425D. It's wet and dry. It's wet and dry, but it's a 7-inch blade, and you can ask for them, and you can see it's a fine tooth blade. Got it at Menards, I believe. This is called a spider, S-P-Y-D-E-R, and this is the drill bit that we used to make the hole for our drain. And what you want to do is you want to have somebody sitting here with a bucket of water, and just a simple water bottle like this. See, drilled, I just squirted on the water just like that. And you just keep going, and you just keep going, and it'll take about between 15 and 20 minutes to drill that hole. Okay, and you got to have a nice power drill like this. One of those battery drills will not cut it. And that's it. So here's our plug. I just set the other countertop on here and found out where my other drain hole was, because I knew that matched up where my faucet drained down, and made this countertop about an inch deeper than the other countertop, because this one has a lip. I have to make sure that it goes over the top of my cabinet, and so it'll stick out a little bit more, but that's fine. And then I made it a little bit longer so we'd have a little bit more overhang, a little bit more counter space on that side of the sink. And remember, the sink's going to cover this, but you still want a nice round, non-chipped hole there. I want to do this not professionally. Now we're just going to take up the painter's tape, and any marker like this right here will come out with an alcohol swab or just a little bit of rubbing of the fingernail. And this was a permanent marker, and this is a granite, not quartz, by the way. There we go. Get some of that permanent marker off there. No big deal. It's going to be covered by the sink, but still. Right? And there's our hole. There's a board under there. Alright, so now what we're going to do here is I'm going to get this wet here. Pre-wet it. You can see my black permanent marker line. You can see I put the painter's tape, and I left about 1/8 of an inch gap. See that? And I wrapped the ends as well. Tuck those ends in. Now he's going to come through here, and he's going to cut this. Get your water ready. Okay, I got the Vanity all sanded down and painted with my Wagner sprayer, and I put on about 3 coats of really nice paint. It just needs the knobs. Countertop has been cut both to length this direction and to its depth. We glued and pressed on the splashes after we cut them to size, and I brought them back about 1/8 of an inch here Did the same in the front section there. And if you get a nice straight cut, this can look really good. Now I got this farmhouse sink. And the issue with this is this goes in the back and it looks really good. But you can see the front of the bib of the sink has a big bow in it, right there. I mean, it's got a big bow in it. So we decided that the back of the sink looked better than the front of the sink. So unfortunately, that happens sometimes. And I got the sink in 3 days from California. I don't have time to return it. Nothing else is actually wrong with the sink. So we just turned it around and put the drain in the front. The overflow, I mean. It's in the front. So, faucet, I soaked it in vinegar and it looks like brand new. Everybody thinks we got a brand new. Put vinegar on the mirror and that really shined it up too. Kept the coach lights, or the sconces, wall sconces. Clean the windows, scrub the tub, and I've got this piece down here on. I got to paint it. So all we have left to do is paint the walls, paint the trim, and John's installing the sink. So this is where he takes over.